Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm bringing you another VEDA2 video, and today we are going over 5-star predictions that I am making that I will come back next year if I decide to do VEDA2 and I will see if I was right, if I've read the books. Let's just go through the video. Okay, so I've got five. I've got 5 books I think are going to be 5 stars, 2 are self-published and then 3 are traditionally published. So let's get straight on into it. So as of recording this, I have not yet read any of these books. So the first one is going to be Bonds of Chaos, which is the 3rd and final book by Zach Argyle. I think this is going to be a 5 star. The first 2 books for me were 5 stars. I have absolutely adored this series. It is so good. And the magic system is amazing, and I feel like I talk about it a lot, if I'm honest, at the minute. I seem to be raving about it an awful lot, because as of filming this right now, I have recently finished the 2nd book and obviously loved it. So it's currently top of my rave about list. So that is the 1st book. So in our 1st book we meet our main character Chris, and he is a thread weaver, as is his wife, and together they have got a newborn, and it basically all kicks off when they take their little one, who is called Aiden, to this ritual that they do, which it doesn't decide, but it shows whether the child is going to be a thread weaver or whether they're going to be achromatic, which means they're going to be normal. So they get these little droppers in their eyes, and then they open their eyes for the first time, or they open their eyes and put droppers in, and it shows whether they've got brown eyes, which is achromatic, blue eyes, so they can manipulate air threads, or green eyes, which shows that they can manipulate earth threads. And let's just say his eyes aren't a normal colour, and it all kicks off, and this book is so good. The magic system is fantastic. I love it. I think it's really original. I personally have so far not read anything similar to it. There could be something that has already been out for many, many years, like OG fantasy, that has got something similar, but I just haven't read it. So to me, this is very original. I loved it. I thought it was so good, and I love how throughout the whole of the series we learn more and more context and lore about what goes on with threadweavers. You kind of get introduced to it in the 1st book, and then when we get into the 2nd book you kind of learn more and more backstory and all sorts of other really cool things. So this is definitely one to check out. Like I said, the first 2 books got 5 stars for me, so I can almost guarantee, unless something goes seriously wrong, that the 3rd book should get a 5 stars from me as well. And it's also the finale, so things are going to go wrong, aren't they? It's going to make me sad, so it's going to be 5 stars. Then the other self-published book that I have got on this prediction list is this, which is The Legend of Blackjack by A.R. Witham. So this is a YA portal fantasy, which I don't know an awful lot about because obviously it's the 1st book, and I don't think this is going to be a series. I think this might just be 1 book, but it might be a series and I could be completely wrong, so not too sure. The reason I think this book could actually be a 5-star prediction is because everyone I've seen that reads it either gives it 5 stars, and they're people that I trust, or they have just left glowing reviews whether they do or don't do the whole 5-star rating. So I've got very high expectations for this book. So with positive thoughts, I'm sure it's going to be a 5-star, and I'm very excited. I also want to say a big thank you to the author because they very kindly sent me a copy of their book. Cannot wait to read it and cannot wait to review it. Moving on from there, we have got The Final Strife by Sarah L. Arifi. This is a 5-star prediction as well. This sounds incredible. So the whole premise of this is that the Empire rules by blood. Red is the blood of the elite, of magic, of control, they are the embers. Blue is the blood of the poor, of workers, of the resistance, they are the dusters. Clear is the blood of the servants, of the crushed, of the invisible, they are the ghostings. Is that rule about to come to an end? So obviously this sounds like, let's just rebuke the whole system and just rebuild, and I love that for me and for the book. So high hopes for this book as well. I think it's going to be a 5-star. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping I really enjoy it. And it's also a new release this year, so that'd be so cool. Actually, to be fair, every single book on this 5-star prediction is actually released or has been released in 2022. This is not a backlist 5-star review. This is a present 5-star prediction, not review. Anyways, the next one, Stardust Thief. I rave about this book all the time. This sounds so up my street. We have got Middle Eastern themes. We have got all sorts of fun things. We have got multiple characters, we've got kind of like a gang of misfits, we have got magic, it sounds like there may be mayhem, so very excited. I'm looking forward to giving this book a try. As you may or may not know, I won a knock of this on Twitter and I say this all the time, and I don't know which edition I'm going to read because I've got this edition, which is the Waterstones edition, I've got the Fairy edition, which is purple, and I've got an ARC. So I'm going to read one of them and hopefully love it, and I'll be able to justify why I've got 3 copies of one book. But yeah, 5-star prediction 100%. If this is not, I might actually cry. And then finally, the 5th book, my 5th 5-star prediction is Fevered Star by Rebecca Rowan. This is a 5-star prediction because the first book, Black Sun, last year was one of my top books of 2021. I loved it, gave it 5 stars when I read it. I'm hoping the sequel follows in the same footprints. This one I can give you a bit of backstory on because I've obviously read the first book. So the first book, we are following a whole heap of characters, one of them being like the captain of a ship, and she is tasked with bringing this man cloaked in mystery to Tova, which is a religious city, and this man who's cloaked in mystery is also cloaked with prophecy, and there is so much that goes into this world. It sounds it was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. I loved the system. There isn't actually any, there isn't much, if any, magic actually in the first book. Really is a little bit. Our captain is a teak so that they can control the ocean, which is very cool. But otherwise there's not really an awful lot of magic. Like, we've got no like people casting spells, that sort of thing. So I think it's quite nice that I enjoyed a book that isn't like 100% in your face, no dragons kind of fantasy, and I'm hoping that I feel the exact same way about this book as well. So there you go, there are 5 books, well this is 4, there is a 5th, if you imagine Bonds of Chaos, that I think are going to be 5 stars for me and my reading tastes. I really hope I am right. I'm looking forward to getting into all of these books and letting you guys know what I think. And that is pretty much it for today's video. It is a bit short, it is a bit sweet, but I love just like rattling through these. Obviously I can't give you like masses of feedback on these books because I haven't read them yet, hence the prediction and not the review. So if you did enjoy this, please give it a like, really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of a book that you predict will be a 5-star for you, and should I try it? Let me know in the comments. If you don't want to leave me a full comment and you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me a star emoji for the star rating system. That would be fantastic. If you want to see more of me, see more of all the content that I'm coming out with, because this month I'm coming out with a lot, please consider subscribing it down below and ring that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. I am doing VEDA2, which is me uploading a video every day in the month of August, so if you want to stick around, again, make sure you subscribe. Come back tomorrow, there will be a new video, or if you want to, the playlist will be linked down below, so make sure you check that out for all the past VEDA2 videos. I would love to see your input on what I've already come out with, and I hope to see you in the ones that I am continuing to put out for the rest of this month. So I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Bye.